Jarvis Lorry's discomfort began to show. His face tightened and his lips moved, but no words came out. The hard part had to come. So now, as you know that now Miss Manet, she became very restless to know about that what is the agenda of today's meeting. On the other hand, Mr. Lorry now he became very nervous. His face was tightened and he became speechless. So he started in a very fumbling tone. He began it like this. Now, Miss Manet, I would like you to consider just for a moment the possibility that your father may be alive. So, in a very fumbling tone, he started and he said that just Miss Manet, just suppose if your father is alive. Miss Manet's mouth dropped open and she caught Mr. Lorry's wrist with both hands. Mr. Lorry, please go on. After hearing the words of Mr. Lorry, Miss Manet, she has been surprised and shocked, and she caught Mr. Lorry's wrist tightly. She requested Mr. Lorry to proceed. Miss Manet, you must understand that I am a man of business and these matters are not easy for me. Are you saying that my father is? So Mr. Lorry proceeded that although the news is there that your father is alive, but Miss Manet, after hearing the news of her father's, you can say he is living now, she became unconscious and she just she just wants to know that what is the fact whether he is alive or not. Mr. Lorry, as we know that he is a man of business and he didn't know, it is very difficult for him to tackle such kind of emotional matters. So Miss Manet, but she was strict to that point. That what but he exactly want to say about her father. Sir Lorry proceeded. In a manner of speaking alive, but greatly changed, he has been taken to the house of an old servant in Paris, and we are going there, I to identify him, if I can, you to bring him back to life with your loving care. So Mr. Lorry proceeded that although the news is there that Miss Manet's father that her father is alive, but but he had changed a lot. He has been kept there in an old servant's house. In order to identify him, they both, means Mr. Lorry and Miss Manet, they have to go there. Where? In France, in Paris. And if they identify him as Dr. Manet, then they people are going to bring him back in England in order to infuse some life in him. Mr. Lorry could feel that her hand shiver as she spoke in a low voice. Mr. Lorry, he observed that Miss Manet became weak and almost unconscious after hearing the news of her father's that he is living, he is not dead. She uttered the words in a very low tone. I am going to see his ghost. It will be his ghost, not him. Miss Manet uttered that she is going to see his father's ghost, not him, because till this time it was told to her that her father is no more. So that is why, after hearing the news of 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 her father, she became almost unconscious, and she can't believe that he is a living figure. So that is why she uttered that that is not possible. She is not going to see her father, but she is going to see the ghost of his ghost of her father.